Hello, everybody. This is Thomas Bolt, and you're listening to the director's commentary of my latest short film, 526. So, this is going to be a solo commentary. I hope to do a commentary with Dylan and hopefully Brandon in the near future. So, look forward to that. And without further ado, let's get started.
What up, everybody? It's your boy.
So I guess to go into a little bit of how this idea came about, this spawned from another video that's actually very similar to this by a YouTuber named Nakey Jakey, and he's one of my favorite YouTubers. And he made a video called, I think it was YouTube Blog, and yeah, and it basically followed a lot of the same beats as this, only it didn't have the twist ending at the very end. So. Yeah, that doesn't take a dark turn, but yeah. So I wrote this movie particularly with these guys in mind, Dylan and Brandon. So because these two work really well off together, comedically and everything. So and I think they did a good job. Their performances weren't 100% with what I envisioned, but that's a fault on mine. So they did a good job on this line. So, I guess to address that first, this film, I have to admit, did not turn out 100% the way I would have liked it to. I envisioned it more as a comedy drama. So, just some of the stuff I feel they did is some of the performances, I should say, or the deliveries, it didn't hit like the way I envisioned it when I wrote it. So like I heard it the way they're saying it now, I heard it a different way in my head. And again, I want to make this clear, this is entirely on me, not Brandon or Dylan. They did a great job and it's entirely on me. So but one thing you cannot say about these two is that they do not go all the way, especially Dylan. Dylan, he never gives 90, he always gives 100%. A lot of times we have to tell him to, okay, dial it back a little bit, just dial it back. Not a lot in this case, but yeah. Well, because in this case that was part of the joke. So so a lot of these scenes, some stuff we shot simultaneously, like we had the vlog and the cinematic angles. I kind of wish this angle turned out a little bit better. But, Dylan wasn't always up to keen with his vlogging skills because he doesn't do it like I do sometimes, but that's alright. You'll see, if we do any sort of behind the scenes videos on this, which we'll probably do one little sort of gag reel, I'm actually kind of crouched and slouched into the back seat floor, so that was not very comfortable. But I do like these alley shots. I think these came out pretty well. Which is remarkable because we shot this whole thing in one day, one Saturday, and I was impressed with what we were able to get done. So, although I think towards as the day gets longer and longer, you can kind of see the quality start to dip a little bit, which is on me. So, again. Any shortcomings that this video had can be attributed to me. So, hopefully, I do plan to rectify that in my next short film. So, you'll notice the microphone on the vlog camera is not plugged in. That for some reason Dylan's camera it would not pick up any audio when it did. So I don't know why. So it was so weird. And actually, if you'll notice, well, I'll get to that in a minute when we get to later scenes in the movie, but Jib's Barbecue. So funny story, that sign right there, that was just put there as we were setting up to film these shots. And a guy came over while we were on this side of the street. A guy came over with the little smokehouse place that he locally owned, restaurant that he had just down the road. So we actually went there where they gave us some free samples. So, and I think Brandon actually got a meal from there. So it was really cool of them. So they were really cool people. So gave him a little shout out at the end there. So These were fun, and actually, if you see those girls walking behind us, um, right there, those girls actually came up to us later and asked what we were doing, and they actually subscribed to the channel, so that was cool of them. So, um, if you girls are listening to this, hi, thanks so much for chatting with us. So it was good to meet you. So, real quick, this scene, there's actually two different takes of this. You'll notice right about here when it goes back to Dylan, he's got makeup on his eye, but at the beginning of the shot he didn't. That's because when Brandon covers the lens, when he shoves him away because he has to go to work, that's because it's two different takes. Um, and in the take we had where he had makeup all the way through at the very beginning, that was a different take. But the problem was Brandon was smiling, because we were kind of laughing at something that happened between takes, and it didn't work. So I had to kind of merge the scenes together. So and I couldn't use just one take that was one continuous take because in one of them where he didn't have the makeup on, I actually had to duck down. You could actually hear me, ducking down, and yeah. So that whole dialogue bit with Dylan watching TV, that was all improv. So
At the end of this video, you realize that Five Guys Burgers and Fries is the most superior burger joint out there on the market.
these took a number of takes. This dialogue scene took a lot of takes to do, um, for a lot of reasons. Because some of the angles didn't work, or they they would slip off for whatever reasons, and couldn't get the right dialogue. But yeah, I wanted this to have this kind of grounded in reality, because you hear with and this was kind of the main inspiration for YouTubers for this film, is you hear a lot of YouTubers, vloggers. I think even like Casey Neistat talked about this, how they were so obsessed with what they were doing, they forget about their families and their real life, for that hustle and grind of YouTube.
What? I found something I was passionate about, something I loved, and I made something of myself.
If you notice right there, he's holding a different camera. So yeah, Dylan's camera had died out, so we luckily I brought my T3i, so we shot this all in the 60D. So my one regret about this is you can kind of see me in the background as I'm operating the camera. But anyway, I really wanted to show like how diluted and what's the word how diluted and just how distant they are from reality. That how the distance from reality these people like vloggers are. So yeah, you can see the light too. That was one thing. So um, yeah, like I said, Dylan never gives 90. He always gives 100%. So
Hide behind profile pics and screen names. They don't give you the same value and support that real people do.
They are real to me!
I do kind of wish we did a better pause of that. So that Walmart vest is actually mine. You can also see it in Awaken. So
Hey guys.
that T-shirt that he's wearing, the Tristy T-shirt, I actually made that. So it was just iron-on letters and everything that I got at Hobby Lobby, and so is the shirt. And actually, Jake is wearing a shirt with a J on it. So that I also made. We made a couple of those for the scene that's coming up.
I will always be there for you guys. I can keep this up tomorrow. I've got so many things planned to do. I love you guys, and I need you just as much as I know you need me. So, I don't even know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. So, yeah.
I think these were a number of takes too. So, yeah, you can see the J on the right side of his body. So the there wasn't actually an eviction notice prop. Those are just pages from the script. Oh, you can kind of see it. So, I kind of wish that was in focus better. So I was doing a lot of this handheld, which I kind of regret now. I need to get my hands on a steady cam. Although the Zoom Crane 2S just came out, so I want to pick that up. So.
How much?
What?
How much money are you making?
Dude, you know I can't talk about
How
that.
much?
So actually, I want to talk about there was a failed effect on here. We tried to have like a little part where after Jake gets stabbed, he drops to his knees. We see blood splurt out of his chest, and then he falls to the ground. We tried to do a take like that. We had a whole like little mechanism, which was like basically an air pump filled with some fake blood, but you'll probably see it in a blooper reel. It just didn't work. The liquid just pumped out too slow and everything. But it did turn out a good blood effect for when we see him on the ground. So. Funny thing, when they were wrestling, Dylan actually almost stabbed Brendan with the screwdriver. So, yeah. And here's the little scuffle. So, again, big credit to these guys. If you look closely, the screwdriver, when he hits Brandon in the chest, the screwdriver is superimposed in with After Effects. It's only a couple frames though, so. Yeah, that's where the after effects of the failed blood effect didn't. Those were the results. So I think it looks good, but still. Yeah, Dylan suggested that I extend that lookout. Sorry, I'm out of breath. So there's so much. Okay, and that shot there, that's actually sky replacement and with luma key. I was surprised how well that came out. So, yeah. And these scenes, for some reason, the audio just did not record, or it just came out hissy and crappy. So I had to do Foley work and ADR. So, kind of wish that came out a little better, but yeah, that was the whole thing. This was a learning experience. A lot of this, and it was a lot of fun, great fun. So I actually, sorry, I actually almost considered thinking this as a failed project. So, because I wasn't satisfied with how it came out, but then as I was tinkering with it a bit, I thought, okay, I can still make this work. It still didn't come out exactly the way I would have liked it, but it still came out well. So, and yeah, again, these scenes didn't have the audio didn't come out good either. So again, had to ADR and Foley it. Like I had to get an actual cheeseburger from McDonald's and unwrap it and record the sound effects and everything. And I also recorded me chewing it and eating it. So yeah, that's always fun. Yeah. A lot of this is handheld. I do really like that shot. So I think though I do need to get, I think I need to get a better camera that can do low light. I'm looking into getting one of the Sony A7 cameras. So I think it's just time for an upgrade. So yeah. That pretty much wraps it up for this commentary for this short film. A lot of great music, lots of everyone did a great job, and can't thank everybody enough. Special thanks to Dylan Listener and Brandon Dale, of course, and Jib's Barbecue, and Dylan's parents, they're always wonderful to be around and everything. So yeah, and the title sequence at the end, at the tail end of these credits, that was not the original plan. Originally, that was going to be at the very beginning of the film, but I kind of wanted to give it a more vlog kind of vibe to it. So, and I figured having the title sequence at the beginning, Thunderbolt Films presents a short film by Thomas Ball. I feel like that would have just been distracting from the vibe. And but the Avengers movies did this, or Avengers Infinity War did this. These sort of opening credits at the end. So yeah, and I do really like that. That it implies a potential future sequel for this. So, but we shall see about that. We shall see. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the director's commentary of 526. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.